Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Jerry. Today we are looking at the first ever fully electric vehicle from Jeep. This particular vehicle is called Jeep Avenger. This is the launch edition that's available in New Zealand. Today we are going to have a quick look around and do a test drive on this vehicle to see how it's like. From outside, this is a very cool looking color. This particular vehicle is finished in sun yellow color, metallic finish. Looks very bright, it's very distinguished on the road. From outside, the Jeep Avenger is just under 4.1 meters long and with the width just under 1.8 meters wide. So not a massive vehicle, but it looks really nice as an urban, daily drive SUV shape, that's what everyone's getting these days. On the side, we have 18-inch wheels on these particular variants. And Jeep logo, Avenger logo over here, black wing mirror covers. At the front, this is what I really like. The headlights are full LED premium, plus the LED fog lights. This grille looks like a premium finish with a sort of cover on top of it, with E logo over here. On the side, it looks just like a boxy shape. It reminds me of the small Cherokee, things like that. So very nice design on this Jeep team. And in terms of charging, the Avenger supports up to 11 kilowatts on AC charging and up to 100 kilowatts on the DC fast charging. So that means 0 to 80% should be somewhere around 34 minutes. Opening the tailgate, we are getting just over 300 liters of boot space. It's not massive, but for a small car, it's acceptable. Underneath, very small storage for your cables, things like that. You can obviously remove this and remove the seats. Electric tailgate are available on this particular trim as well. Opening the back, we have a full leather finish on the launch edition. Let's step in. So this is my sitting position at 178 centimeters tall. I'm okay with the foot room, but the leg room is a little bit limited. I do like how they go with the seats like this, so you get a little bit curved shape, so it's not actually forcing me on the leg. It's okay, and the headrooms are okay, and the width is okay, not super premium. There's no armrest in the center, there's no Evans at the back, just a single USB-C charging. And sitting in the center is gonna be quite tight. So this is definitely not designed to do long trips with 5 people in it. Anyway, the most important part is at the front. On this particular edition, we get full leather finish. They are very nice soft leather with Jeep logo over here, white stitchings. You get electric adjustment seats on the driver's side and plus massage function and lumbar support. These massage functions are so cool. Opening bonnet. Unfortunately, we do not have any front space. So the motor, all that things are at the front with the battery pack underneath. So nothing for Jeep at the front. Let's step in, see how it's like. First thing, this is how the key looks like. Standard Jeep key, push button is located on the left. There we go, the car is on. So in front of us, we get nice leather wrapped steering. They are on the smaller side, I think, for a big car or small size vehicle like this. And digital dashboard at the front, that's 10.25-inch display. So very clear, shows you your driving information and charging information, things like that on the dashboard. You are able to use a quick adjustment over here to change some of the information for navigation, stuff like that. Right in the center here, we have a 10.1-inch display, so very smooth, adjustments, quick buttons. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus inbuilt navigation. Unfortunately, the navigation is going to come in the next update from Jeep, so at the moment, we won't be able to see the information. We do have a reverse camera available on this particular screen as well. What I like is I'm really safe right now, so I'm going to do a little bit backing. Even if you only have the reverse camera, the camera will actually scan on the side of the road. That means if we keep going further, we are going to see nearly a 360 view from here. Obviously using the reverse camera alone. So that's actually really cool touch. Anyway, let's go back. Apart from that, we get all the controls underneath for your aircon. That's superb. I do love that. Quick adjustments for your volume, central locking, things like that, vehicle settings, all are there basically. And then we get all the new quick touch for your gear selector. It does take some time to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. Underneath, huge center console with 2 USB charging and a 12 outlet. There's a cover on the top you can utilize, by the way, so you don't have to see everything if you do not wish to. Parking brake, drive mode selection, and cup holders are in the center. And a very small storage over here. And on the passenger side, just small storage, nothing special, but I do like you get a center console on the top for your pockets, things like that. So yeah, overall finish, it's not super premium, but I really like it is all the designs and softer touch. The doors are a little bit plasticky, but wherever you touch, in terms of these, in terms of the center the armrest on the right and on the center, they are good quality. In terms of pricing, this vehicle sits at $69,990 plus ORC and all the fees. If you're looking to purchase one of these in Auckland, New Zealand, I highly recommend David at Andrew Simms Botany. I'll leave all his contact details down below. Alright, we are good to go. First thing you are going to notice, these are the indicator sound on this vehicle. I have no one behind me. Let's try again on the indicator. It's a very interesting, very cool indicator. First one of the kinds indicator I've ever heard. Probably one of the first Jeep I've ever driven for the last few years. It's absolutely cool. It's like you are bouncing around in the live music and this kicks in. Alright, we are on the road. Let's quickly go through the numbers. This particular vehicle has a 54 kWh battery pack. That means under WLTP you will be able to reach around 402 kilometers on a full charge. In New Zealand, people generally take about 10 to 15% deduction on the real driving range, so still good enough for most people's weekly commute, to be fair. In terms of power, we get the front single motor front wheel drive on this vehicle that produces 115 kilowatts of power and 200 newton meters torque, combining a single speed transmission. These power numbers are not massive or overly impressive compared to other competitors on the market, but they are totally enough for daily drives if you need just a solid daily driving vehicle for urban driving basically. And driving on these sort of city roads, urban roads, these cars very, very comfortable. The suspension rides it nicely, it's not too bumpy, it's not too floaty either. And I get minimum noise from all around me. There's a little bit tire roll here and there, but not terrible. You don't really get much noise in terms of that at all. It's very soft, very, very premium riding, to be fair. But if you want to make it sporty, you can still go to different modes, which we can go forward, go sport. So there we go. The acceleration just picks up instantly. We're going to drive a little bit slow here to head up to the speed sign once we can pick up the speed. We have no one behind me. Let's try some acceleration over here. Boost. Yeah, no problem at all. Comfortably, we can reach the speed limit easily on this vehicle. In terms of power, from 0 to 100 k's, this vehicle gets you around 9 seconds. So it's not the fastest vehicle on the planet compared to all the other EVs. But it's nicely, it handles really well. It's really solid around these corners. And you can feel the steerings are talking to you. Small body roll over there, but it's totally acceptable. There we go. And these particular roads are really, really rough. For your reference, you are going to pick up a lot more noise than we had before. And in terms of visibility, these guys totally fine, totally acceptable. The rear windscreens on the mid to small size, the glass on the side are mid to small size, but they are not terrible. I can see most of the things. Good things they come with all the safety technologies, so it's gonna prevent me doing silly things. And let's do a slow down acceleration again on sport mode. One more time. No one's behind me. Let's go from... That's much better this time. Again, the transmission just smooth. On EVs, there's just no hesitation, never been any hesitation. The pedal shift, the pedals are fairly responsive. I'm gonna do the pedal. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Very responsive on sport mode, of course. If we go gently to normal, it's going to be less responsive. It's going to be, you know, economy, things like that. Very cool. I love how they shows all the traction or the also regenerative braking when you go downhill, when you slow down on the brake, things like that. Speaking of that, we can also do a B mode on the drive. That just means a stronger regenerative braking. You are getting a good amount of support from the regenerative braking. It's not going to come to a complete stop, so not one pedal driving, but it will slow you down all the way to around 7 to 10 kilometers per hour on the speed. So that helps with the efficiency again. Now let's quickly test the sport mode again. Do another acceleration over here. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. I think that's totally acceptable, especially this is going uphill on this particular surface with how the vehicle goes. And you can see it rides nicely, cornering over here. Good. The pedal response is just so easy and so quick around this area, around the sport mode. Maybe I should change to normal just to let you know how the pedal response is like. And you can see this is much gentle. I can feel the regenerative braking as well as soon as I lift the foot off the throttle. So I'm gonna let it go to on D mode, so just a little bit more comfortable driving. Yeah, there's no weird noise, and the motor noise is very minimal. You don't really get much motor noise. I'd imagine if you're going to turn the music on at some point, you don't get any road noise. Love that. It's very directional. When you go around this area, you can feel the cars, you know, listening to you. There's still some sort of body roll if you are going to push the corner a little bit heavier. Not all that bad. To be very honest with you, the ride quality doesn't feel like a normal Jeep as a petrol diesel vehicle. Some of the Jeep are really comfortable, some of the Jeep are a little bit rough on certain seals. This is actually very in between. It's not super sporty, but it's not super massively comfortable, but that means you are getting best of both worlds. Just like that. Handles okay. Like all these mini compact SUVs or small SUVs these days just got a little bit handling in it. They're not the best, but at the same time the suspension allows it to be very comfortable. So they're just right in between, really. Now let's be sensible and slow it down. Alright, now we're driving the area that we can do a test on B mode. I'm gonna accelerate to 40 and let it go. Just like that. That'll slow us down quite a bit. It's not going to come to a complete stop. Instead, it will go to around 10 k's per hour, something like that. Anyway, that's really cool to have some sort of heavy regeneration, of course. If you do not want it, you can just drive the vehicle on D, which they will cruise very freely. And driving around the area, we can see how comfortable this car is in terms of the road surface and road noise. The most noise I hear are the indicator sounds. For pretty much majority of the EVs, the indicator just sound particularly loud, since you are not getting any motor or running noise on this particular variant. And just very easy to drive, very relaxing to drive. It may not get exciting, it's not the fastest Jeep of course, but as a daily commute, this will be really nice. And the acceleration is totally fine. It gets up to 60-50k fairly fast. Look at that, it rides the road, just softly go through those potholes or bumps on this particular road surface. At least from the driver point of view, I don't feel any uncomfortness on this vehicle. It's going to be really, really quiet when we come to a stop as well. Just like that. Alright, that's pretty much all I wish to show you on this particular video. If you're interested in any other point of view test drives, do not forget to subscribe and like to support this channel. If you're looking to buy one of these in Auckland, New Zealand, I'll highly recommend looking for David at Andrew Simms Botany. Again, I'll leave all his details down below. That's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.